The show was in Times Square at the Academy Theater, which no property in Times Square is cheap or cheap to rent, and they would rent that theater. And just like the Apollo, they would film like 5 shows a day, and they would film the whole season in like 2 weeks. So we also had to go to dress rehearsal. So early that day, we had to come to the theater. And dress rehearsal is just a matter of you got to bring the clothes that you're going to wear for the show because they want to make sure that it shows up on camera good. Light colors don't show up good on camera. They don't want you to wear white. And then they also want to show you where you should stand and where your mark is at, as far as the best position on the stage. And once again, they got a high operating budget, but they also got to spend a lot of money to rent that theater for 2 weeks. So they want to make sure that show came off top notch. They want to make sure that they didn't have to waste a lot of time reshooting stuff. So before each show, man, they would tell the audience, hey, if you heckle, if you get out of your seat, or if you do anything that interrupts the filming of the show, we're going to escort you out of here. And they wasn't playing either. And that was like, man, that was a well-behaved audience. It's totally opposite of what the audience is at Showtime at the Apollo. Those people, they did not cause no disruptions or no scenes during the taping of that show, which made it a lot easier to concentrate, and you could, do your best. So we go up there, man, and for the dress rehearsal, and Joe Torre was the host at the time. And, Joe was real good at roasting people, man, and I knew that. So he roasted me, and I took it. I wasn't really offended by it because what he said was absolutely true. At the time that I was picking out the clothes that I was going to wear, I never put any thought to it because it was stuff that I had wore at, different shows and different clubs around the country. And you got to understand, too, that I was already like about 36, somewhere 35, 36 years old. And that show was geared towards a younger audience. It was geared towards a hip-hop audience. And the fashion at the time was like Timberland boots, baggy pants, jerseys. Specifically, it was into the hockey jerseys. And matter of fact, that's what Joe Torre would wear almost on every show. So we there doing a dress rehearsal, and each comic has to come out and stand on their spot, and they have to hold up their outfit that they was going to wear. You just keep it on the hanger or whatever. And I don't know, man. I was dressing like they did down in the South at the time. So I had on these, half, I guess you call them, they really were the half, like a quarter Western boot. It was a shoe, but it was pointed toe. It had a heel like a cowboy boot. And if your pants were long and came all the way down, it looked like you had on a cowboy boot. And which was some really, really comfortable shoes. And I love them damn shoes. Matter of fact, I wore them shoes so much, that's the only pair of shoes in my whole life I wore a hole in the bottom. I actually wore a hole in the bottom of them damn shoes. But they didn't have a hole in them when I was filming Def Jam. But I had on my half, my quarter Western cowboy boot shoe, and the clothes that I had was I had some green pants. They wasn't baggy, but they were sort of a relaxed fit, and I had this multicolored silk shirt that was in style at the time, and I had on a multicolored baseball cap. But anyhow, I held my outfit up. And then afterwards, you just go back and sit down, like in the front row of the theater. And Joe Torre came up to me. He said, "Man, I know damn well you ain't finna wear that on the damn show tonight, are you?" I said, "Yeah, man. That's what I bought to wear, or should I say, brought to wear. So that's what I'm gonna wear." He said, "Man, I can't believe you're gonna wear that." I said, "Well, man, you better believe, because that's exactly what I'm gonna wear." So it was this other comic, man, sit by me. I know his name was Buddy.